Truth is valuable since energy don't lie. Let me be a reminder that truth is valuable since energy don't lie. So you're gonna have to be able to stand in your truth to make your transformation beautiful. It's very important, family. It's gonna be very important. I was always reminded through the course of learning, and as I am still learning, that learning most times will involve being quick to listen and slow to speak. And the more I was marinating in that, I was given a revelation of how much thinking is an art. Now, we all have the ability to think, but what type of architectures are our thoughts constructing? If thinking is an art, what type of architecture are your thoughts creating in your life? And while we think about that, I want to pose something else. Out of all the things you heard today, now if I go to the course of the whole week that we just made it through, that's a whole bigger ball to deal with. So we're just going to deal with today, since today is all that we have. And today is all we're going to get in every day that we have. So be grateful for this day, because I am. But out of all the things that you heard today, how much did you hear that can help you either change your life or change something in your life? Out of all the things you heard today, how much did you hear that was even beneficial for you to even lend your ear to hearing it? Out of all the things we heard today, how many things can we actually apply in our life and our right now? Out of all the things we heard today, do you think your time was spent wisely? I learned about courage, honesty, and truth early by watching cartoons. Any Scooby-Doo fans out there? Yeah, I learned about courage, honesty, and truth early by watching cartoons. And this was at a time where elevation and activation wasn't in our everyday vocabulary, but I was being activated and elevated while my peers were being entertained just by watching cartoons, because how my mind worked, while they were being entertained, I was being activated and elevated, or shall I say, entertained. Because it's hard to cage the beast once it's hard to unleash the beast once we don't allow it to get put in a box. It's mask off madness. It's mask off madness if you're serious about your transformation. Now I'm gonna ask again, is there any Scooby-Doo fans out there? Because I know when I said it the first time, y'all probably was saying, well, why I will talk about Scooby-Doo, but we about to get to it. See, Scooby-Doo was one of my favorite cartoons out of many. I rock with Scooby-Doo. I peeped a lot as a child through Scooby-Doo. I'm getting somewhere. I'm gonna get to it. See, Scooby-Doo, y'all don't, for y'all who don't heard me say I rip myself apart daily. Through this analogy with Scooby-Doo, it's gonna give y'all a further glimpse of what that means. See, Scooby-Doo always rip the mask off the villain. Keyword, rip the mask off the villain. The villain that was just so happened playing the good person. Even in the act of acting like they was helping the game. If you familiar with Scooby-Doo, things are resonating already. And the whole time, it was the good guy behind the mask. Like most of y'all, I knew the whole time. I'm talking about the gifted, the empaths, the seers, the psychics, the intuitives. Like most of y'all, I knew all the time. I knew the whole time. But I didn't always speak up when I should have either. Why do I bring that to our attention? Only to say this. Don't ignore your intuition because it's telling you something that you don't want to hear. I repeat, do not ignore your intuition because it's telling you something you don't want to hear. A lot of times our intuition tells us things about people. A lot of times our intuition tells us things about places. A lot of times our intuition tells us about things. Usually in a time where we don't want to hear it or we don't want to see it or we don't want to accept what we seeing or hearing. Don't ignore your intuition because it's showing you something you don't want to hear, you don't want to see. Remember I said that. See, because when you know things, when you know your shit, you gotta pay attention to your intuition. It's your best friend. It's gonna be your guardian. Why is this important? Because in all that what has passed has taught us and what the future will reveal, it's important to know how to be in the moment, in the right now. So present in the moment that you don't have to past pretend and you see no need to future fake. Stay with me. And for those of us who know what I'm talking about, we know it took a lot of work. And for those of us are beginning to have these realizations, or it seems like it makes sense, and for some reason the rest does seem like it's evading, just keep doing your work. I like your unique. Just keep doing the work. You don't have to try to be like nothing else if you like your own unique. So my question is, do you like your unique? I do. And while we at it, do you like my unique? Because I do. No validation. See, if everybody was meant to be the same, don't you think this world would be a very boring visit while you have been allotted time here? Because I do. I say that to say, find your place. And if you can find your place, and by any chance that you can find your place, in that moment, you'll begin to find your peace. Find your place and find your peace that comes with your truth. And if you're seeking the truth, you will definitely find your place, and it will definitely lead you to your peace. And as you get free, you will start to see how you was once trapped. And the more you get free, you will be allowed to see who's still trapped as you get free. So I say that to say this. I accept your limitations. I accept your judgments. I accept your conditioning, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I accept your mind. I even accept your egotistical ways when we have it. I accept your positivity, as well as I accept your negativity. I accept your beauty, and I accept your ugly. I accept your light, and I accept your shadow. I accept your lies, as well as I accept your truth. I accept whatever it is that's needed for me to accept about you to help me master me. Message, because some gonna miss the memo. So I'm gonna say it again. I accept whatever it is that I need to accept about you that can help me master me. Even if you don't intend to. So in all that acceptance, I ask you, can you accept yourself? See, I say things like self-love, the best love. Self-care is health-care. But what do it mean to you? What has it meant to you? Do you love yourself more than anything in the world? Now, a lot of people are hot to answer that question. If so, good. And if not, why? Because you're supposed to. And if not, who told you otherwise? I'm going to leave y'all with that for a reason. Because it's a test. Only the selfish will misconstrue the message. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thanks for the likes, unlikes, subscribes, unsubscribes, shares, unshares. But if you share the message, it will help the collective get some insight. And last but not least, I appreciate you, family. Thanks for rocking with me. Salud.